And the category is
safe sex, boo. A mad awkward conversation that nobody wants to have, but we gonna have it today. And as y'all see, I have a little special guest here with me today. My mommy slash momager slash bestie, period. I thought that this would be an interesting topic to have her pop up on it because, I mean, first off, this is a conversation that most people have with their parents, but not everyone's parents have it with them. So I thought, you know what? Why not have my mom tag along because she's lived more life than me. She can give y'all even more knowledge than I can. So, and also another thing that I know, this is an important topic just in general because I have a lot of teenage followers and people that I know be getting into some mischief. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all be acting grown out here. And I know that because it's just a part of life. People go through that. Well, some people go through that phase. So I thought, being that I have a lot of influence, why not do my best to make sure y'all ain't out here acting out? All right? So we got some tips that her and I kind of came up with. Yes. All right? So we just going to get into them.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
All right. So tip number 1, okay? It's a necessary conversation to have with, I guess, your significant other or whoever you messing with, okay? And, I mean, I know a lot of people that, I mean, not personally, but I've heard conversations where some people just don't want to bring it up. Like, some people either feel like it's not that necessary or some people are just, I don't know. I don't know if people are scared to talk about it or just don't really think it's important.
I want to ruin the moment.
Right. Some people really, like, are that caught up in feeling like, oh, my gosh, if I bring it up, then the night may not go how I planned on it going. Yep. But, like, that's not really what you should be worried about. Nope. I mean, at the end of the day, if you bring it up with a person and they run off, that might be a sign of something that maybe they needed to run off, you know? Okay? Because, I mean,
dodge the bullet.
Just in general. And another thing is, you shouldn't be getting into no action if you're not mature, right? So if a person can't have this conversation, y'all aren't mature enough to be doing the act, all right?
Yes.
So that's sit down and say what you need to say. Ask the necessary questions, okay?
That's right.
Tip number 2, choose to have the conversation before rather than after. And what I say before is, what I say before rather than after is, after the deed is done is not the time to start digging into a person's past and history. Yeah. And now once you've basically given a personal, like, part of your life to someone, is not the time to go asking, like, are you a hoe? Because then your feelings are going to be hurt and you're going to be freaking out.
And scared.
And scared for your life. Literally. Okay? So, and I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. Okay? Because it happens, and you do not want to find out that a person is out here in these streets. Okay, you don't want to find out that she for the streets or he for the streets after basically you done joined his streets. Okay,
yeah,
don't do that.
No,
okay? Because then, I mean, it's not that it's not. It's still important, you know, to ask the question in general, whether you've unfortunately asked it too late, whatever. You know, it's important that you ask it regardless, but it's going to be way more helpful if you ask before. Absolutely. Because, I mean, after it's kind of like, now whatever it is what it is.
Because it is what it is.
And that's what
afterwards.
It's gonna be.
So
right.
Before.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's going to happen either way.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, you don't want the conversation to happen because you feeling some type of way.
Or somebody's pissing razor blades.
You feeling like you got some symptoms or something. We don't need that. Like,
no, we don't.
You know.
So.
Especially if this is a person you're dating. Imagine how awkward things are going to get after that.
True.
Like.
No.
No. So, yeah. That's just a no. Ask the questions before. Sit down.
Save everybody headache.
Talk about it beforehand. Right. Like, save yourself the stress. Y'all are going to be beating out your chest. Like, No.
Yeah.
You took a moment that could have been not stressful, peaceful, easy breezy,
That's
lemon
right.
squeezy, and you made it difficult. If you don't ask questions, okay?
Lemon squeezy.
Tip number 3.
Okay.
The combo may be awkward and uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but like, don't feel uncomfortable about wanting to protect your body. You should just be like unapologetically
Like protective of self.
over
That's like a
yourself.
first
Like,
right. Like,
yeah, like
it's
I
your
mean,
body.
I don't really feel like
No.
if someone has something to say or they have a problem with you, like wanting to respect yourself, then I mean,
They're not for
to
you.
keep it straight up, you don't need to be with them anyway.
No.
To me, I would prefer to know that a guy respects himself, and his health and everything,
yeah.
because then I know what type of person I'm dealing with. If
Yeah.
you got a person who's just out here and don't care, what they dipping into, then
Yo, they not, no.
he for the streets.
Yeah, exactly. And that couple of minutes of whatever ain't worth the bullshit afterwards. Straight up like that.
And that's on period.
That's what Young Miami said it.
Tip number 4 is before doing anything with anyone, like basically have a clear idea of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do.
Absolutely.
Right? Because if you go into something unsure, and I mean, and this kind of is regarding maybe a virgin, right? Like if you go into something unsure or you don't really know what to do, what's going on, like it's real easy to get pressured or coerced into something.
It is. Peer pressure is everything.
You don't like, and then that can end up coming with a lot of regret, especially like with our generation. Peer pressure is serious. Like, so it's good to first off be educated, but literally like have your principles and morals and standards on what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. Because here's the thing, right? It's easy to get swept up in somebody's looks or how cute you think a person is, or y'all might vibe real well, but it's also important if you're going to be with someone to make sure y'all views line up and y'all see eye to eye.
That's
because
right.
if you told yourself, right, before getting into any type of relationship that you were always going to do things protected, right, and now you are dealing with a person who says they don't feel like using protection.
Well, hit the road.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care how cute this person
You gotta
is.
go.
That's, I mean, don't like, because now you might be sitting here like,
Questioning yourself.
Right. Like, you might be questioning the decision that you made from the get-go. Now you got this person in your head like, well, will it be that bad? I know I said I would never do it, but
I mean, he's...
And what you don't want is that one time that you went against yourself to be the time that
it cost you.
Right, that it cost you.
The big price.
Because all it takes is one time.
One.
So, I would just say, when you're going into it, because it happens, it's a part of life, but just make sure you're making the right decisions.
And be intentional about what it is you will and won't do.
Yeah.
You have to. It's the weird conversation nobody wants to talk about, but it's the one that everybody needs to talk about. And before, better than after. Afterwards won't mean shit, except for the fact that his problem is yours and your problem is his. That's it. And then that's a whole headache. And nobody had time for that.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Anything else? Any closing remarks?
You have a right to protect yourself at all times.
Exactly. Protect yourself. Carry these tips with you.
That's right.
And just think before you act. Just don't let your heart make all the decisions for you.
That's right.
'Cause
use your head.
Yeah.
Not in that way. Just use your head.
Wow. Okay. So, thank you for joining this royal topic. It might have been awkward for some of you, but you'll thank us later, boo.
You'll thank us later.
Signing out, Rapunzel.
Tiki.
And we will see. Well, maybe I'll have her join in on another topic sometime.
Well,
soon.
yeah.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel, if y'all want her back or whatever. We'll see. All right. Well, other than that, we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Comment below the next topic that you want me to talk about, you want us both to talk about. Any questions that you have for my mom, for me, and yeah. I will see you next Tuesday.